Assistant State Attorney. Both sides ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, who will be the state's first witness?
Alina Burroughs.
Okay. Let's return to jury.
Alina Burroughs, ALINA BURROUGHS.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Ms. Burroughs. You're a crime scene technician with the Orange County Sheriff's Office, correct?
Yes,
On December 11th of 2008, did you photograph items of evidence at the Anthony residence during the execution of a search warrant?
yes, I did.
If I may approach the witness, Your Honor,
You may.
with what has been marked as states RL, RI, RK, RJ, RH, RG, RE, and RF for identification. Can you take a look at those items and tell me if those are photographs taken by you?
Yes, they are.
And do they fairly and accurately depict the clothing items that were ultimately seized during the execution of that search warrant?
Yes, they do.
Where were those clothes when those pictures were taken?
All of the pictures of clothing items were located in a wooden chest of drawers that was located in the northeast corner of Caylee's bedroom.
Your Honor, at this point, I would seek to introduce the referenced lettered exhibits for identification into evidence as the state's next numbered exhibits.
What says the defense?
No objections.
They will be received in evidence as state's exhibit.
RL will become State's Exhibit number 325. RI will become State's Exhibit number 326. RK will become State's Exhibit number 327. RJ will become State's Exhibit number 328. RH will become State's Exhibit number 329. RG will become State's Exhibit number 330. RE will become State's Exhibit number 331, and RF will become State's Exhibit number 332.
I have no other questions of the witness, Your Honor. No other questions of the witness, Your Honor.
Cross. Okay, thank you, ma'am. You may be excused. You may proceed.
Your Honor, at this point, I would seek to introduce RN, RO, and RP for identification into evidence. These are drawings previously testified to by witness Dominic Casey during cross-examination.
No objections on those items.
They will be received in evidence as state's numbered.
RN will become State's Exhibit number 333. RO will become State's Exhibit number 334. RP will become State's Exhibit number 335.
Additionally, I would seek to introduce RM for identification. These are documents testified to by Joe Jordan regarding Texas EquiSearch mounted search and rescue team activity on September 1st of 2008 with attached maps.
What says the defense?
We do have an objection to those.
Approach. As to the modified exhibit, you still have any additional objections?
We have no objections to the modified exhibit.
Okay, will be received in evidence as states numbered.
336.
Okay,
Next, move into evidence State's Exhibit MA, which is the letter discussed by Mr. Anthony during cross-examination of his last testimony.
what says the defense?
Clerk has it.
Be received in evidence as states numbered
337.
And if the jury is able to see it, I would like to publish it using the document camera.
You
If-
may.
If they have trouble seeing it, if the jurors could advise the court, we can always hand it to them, but I'd like to try it this way.
Members of the jury, while it is published now, this particular item will go back and you have an opportunity to read it at your leisure in detail.
Let me just see if I can. Read that in that format? No?
It's
Let me
too
see if I can.
small.
Oh, of course, I haven't published it yet. Sorry.
Now, yes,
May I publish it?
yes.
Now, the jurors can read it. I'm just trying to get the whole letter in one frame. Can everyone read that? All right. And if the jurors will just look up when they're done reading, and I'll go on to the next page. Everyone's finished? Everyone done? All right. Everybody done? Everyone done? Everyone done? Everyone done? return the exhibit to the clerk.
Okay.
You know, that would be all the testimony that's available to us today. We will
Okay.
have probably tomorrow morning, and then we anticipate being done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this concludes the presentation of evidence for the day. Let me give you an update as best as I can tell you where we are. At sometime tomorrow, we will conclude, hopefully, which I think we will, all of the presentation of evidence in this matter. And it is my hope on Saturday morning, you will hear the final summation by the state of Florida and the defense in this case. And sometime on Saturday afternoon, I will instruct you on the law, and then you will begin your deliberations. As we recess for the day, I remind you of all of the previous admonitions that I've given to you. Please have a restful evening. Okay, you may be seated. The attorneys will be excused shortly. There's a matter that we need to take care of. You have the photograph, and you bring forth the gentleman as soon as it is convenient to bring him forth. Okay? Yes, you may. We'll be at ease. Okay, sir, would you state your name and age?
My name is Matthew Bartlett, and I am 28 years old.
Mr. Bartlett, I'm going to have the court deputy show you these three pictures, which will be Court's Composite Exhibit 1. You recognize the individual contained therein on that photograph, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and who is it?
This is me.
Okay. And what is that symbol that you are projecting with your fingers?
Using my middle finger, and I am sorry.
Okay, and what does that mean, sir? When you extend one's middle finger?
The F word to someone.
What does it mean to you, sir? Not to some, but to you.
No, to use the F word to someone.
And who were you extending the finger to, sir?
Mr. Ashton.
And what was Mr. Ashton doing at that time, sir?
I don't even know.
Court was in session, was it not?
Yes, it was.
Now, you see this sign?
Yes, sir.
And does not this sign read any gestures, facial expressions, or audible comments showing approval or disapproval during a court proceeding is absolutely prohibited? That sign is posted on the door outside, is it not?
It is.
Okay. How far have you gone in school?
12th grade.
Can you read and write?
Yes, sir.
Did you not read this sign, sir?
I have read that.
And when you came in this morning, did the court deputy give you the benefit of reacquainting you with the ground rules in this proceeding about gestures, expressions.
Yes, sir.
What do you recall that court deputy saying?
There shall not be any gestures or facial expressions.
Was there anything about that that you did not understand, sir?
No, no, sir.
Sir, pursuant to Rule 3.830 of the Florida Rules of Criminal Procedure, could you tell this court why you should not be held in contempt of court for failing to comply with posted signage and directions that were given to you orally, which this court ordered posted, and required that the court deputies advise you orally why you should not be held in contempt of court for gesturing by pointing your middle index finger, which you told us is the F word, to Mr. Jeffrey Ashton, who was at the podium at the time in open court while this court was present. Can you tell me any reason why you should not be held in contempt of court, sir?
I'm truly sorry for doing this. This is something stupid, and I'm not sure why I even did it. And I just apologize. I don't understand why I did it.
Well, there was a reason why you decided to extend Mr. Ashton the courtesy of flipping him your index finger. Was he saying something that you disapproved of, or did you think that highly or lowly of Mr. Ashton?
I don't think lowly of Mr. Ashton.
Well, what did he do to deserve the middle finger?
This is just some stupid thing that I did, and I do apologize.
You recall, sir, whether or not the jury was in here when you decided to extend that courtesy to Mr. Ashton?
Yes, they were.
You know what would have happened, sir, if some of the members of the jury had seen you extending your middle finger of affection to Mr. Ashton?
No, I don't know.
Sir, would you care to present any evidence of excuse or mitigating circumstances at this time before this court imposes sentence?
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Would you care to present any evidence of excuse or mitigating circumstances that you would like this court to take in consideration prior to the court imposing sentence in this case, sir?
I just apologize for doing something like this. This is just some stupid thing that I did.
Sir, have you ever been convicted of a felony or a misdemeanor involving dishonesty or moral turpitude?
No.
Are you employed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And where do you work?
At TGI Fridays.
And which Fridays is that?
That's at Millennia.
Okay. And what do you do there?
I'm a server.
Okay. Anything you would like to say before this court imposes sentence?
I apologize for doing this.
Young man, do you realize that the taxpayers of the state of Florida has expended a great deal of money in putting on this trial? and that your actions may have jeopardized or could have jeopardized all of the work that the attorneys have done in this particular case.
Yes, sir.
And one of the reasons I had those signs posted and why the deputies give those remarks every day is I don't want to assume people know or should know what the proper decorum is in a courtroom. Where do you live, sir? You don't need to give me the address, but do you live alone or do you live with your parents?
I live alone.
At this time, I will adjudge you to be guilty of the crime of direct criminal contempt. I will sentence you to 6 days in Orange County Jail, impose a fine of $400 along with the applicable statutory court costs. Sir, how much time will you need to pay the fine?
How much is the fine?
It'd be $400 fine, and Madam Clerk, what would be the approximate court cost? Misdemeanor. Be $223.
Okay. I could pay it immediately.
Okay, I will give you 6 months to have it paid. You could pay it all at once.
Okay.
Madam Clerk, divide that total up in 6 months, starting August the 1st, in equal installments for a period of 6 payments. Sir, they will get some additional information from you, such as your address and date of birth, because I'm going to need all of that to put in the order.
Okay.
Sir, you have a right to appeal the judgment and sentence I've just rendered in your case here today, provided you file a written notice of appeal within 30 days of the day's date with the clerk of the court. If you cannot afford the services of an attorney to assist you with the appeal in this matter, the court will appoint one to represent you. Bearing those rights in mind, sir, do you wish to appeal?
Yes.
For purposes of appeal, sir, you can't raise your right hand right now. Do you solemnly swear that testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
What is your annual income, sir?
Oh, let's see. Around 15,000 a year.
Okay. How much are your average monthly expenses?
They are around 1,500.
Okay. How much money do you have in any savings or checking account?
I've got $160 in checking and about $12 in savings.
Okay. Sir, do you have any personal property, stocks, bonds, or anything else, or real property that has a value in excess of $4,000?
No.
Okay, for purposes of appeal, I will appoint the office of the public defender to represent you for purposes of appeal. He will be remanded to the custody of the Orange County Sheriff's Department for transportation to the Orange County Jail. You're going to need to hold him here for about 45 minutes to an hour so I can prepare the necessary order. He will be remanded. You want to take him? Okay, are there any other matters that we need to, where are the photographs? Okay. Photographs will be an exhibit along with, make a photocopy of the sign. After that, you can return the sign to the court deputies to have it posted back on the door. Okay, are there any matters that we need to take up? I think y'all have some additional work to do.
We're in the process, Mr. George and Ms. Sims, we're working on that while.
Okay, well, I will be here for a while, putting the finishing touches on the jury instructions. Yes, Mr. Baez?
We would request that the court issue we're in the process of preparing and filing a subpoena ducis tecum.
You're what?
A subpoena ducis tecum for additional records from Gentiva. The gentleman is outside. We'd like to serve him with it if the court would approve.
What records are you asking for?
We'd like the records of July 15, 2008.
State any objection?
I don't represent Gentiva. It's my understanding that the gentleman who is here is doing what he can to cooperate with the request of the defense.
Okay, I will grant your request, Mr. Baez. Anything else, folks, for the good of the order?
If I may, I was speaking with the gentleman from Gentiva who informed me that based upon the request that the defense is making, he does not believe he will be able to get those records by tomorrow. He doesn't believe he'll be able to get them till at least Wednesday or Thursday of next week because of the 3-day holiday coming up.
Well, when he gets them, and if there's something that, if earth-shattering, then it is what it is. Anything else, folks?
No, Your Honor, thank you.